Hello, this is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Thank you for attending. Today's topic is Remember the Alamo, buy investment real estate in this exploding real estate market. Again, this is SeeWing Yee, and we specialize in out-of-state remote turnkey investment strategies for out-of-state investors. And we help investors for past 15 years, hundreds of our investors have purchased out-of-state investment properties in the cash flow markets in the country, mostly in the South and Southeast. So again, you buy with cash flow properties, turnkey, everything has been done for you in a silver platter, if you will. And we have a one-stop shop situation whereby we have the investment loan agent for you to get financing. We have property management for you on the ground to uh, manage your properties long term. So it's really a one-stop shop. We have all the local team available in our each of our marketplace. So it could make it easy for you. It's a sort of like a passive investing, although you will own the properties to 100% under your name, what have you. All right. So anyway, today we can talk about the Alamo City, right? Remember the Alamo, right? Remember, so those of you who remember history, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking San Antonio. Remember the Alamo. So San Antonio. So let me go ahead and just share the screen. Uh, San Antonio for years has been one of the top five real estate markets in the country for obvious reasons. And San Antonio is a outstanding market. And as a matter of fact, I was stationed in the U.S. Army active duty in Fort Sam Houston back in long time ago. Okay, back in the 1980s, right, when I was very young. So I'm retired right now, 20 years in the U.S. Army. I retired more than 20 years ago. I retired from the military service 20 years ago. I was stationed in San Antonio long for the longest time, right? Back in those days. And also, as an investor, as an investment company, we help our investors to buy investment properties, single family homes mainly in San Antonio market for many years. But moving forward, 2021 and beyond, this market is going to be even better than it ever has been before. If that's possible. So without further ado, let me just focus on the next 10 minutes. That's it. That's all you need, right? So, by the way, if you're interested in follow up with if this strategy, if this market makes sense to you, of course, you contact myself or you can enter my website, SeeWing Yee, my website, the yeerealestateenetwork.com, and then put down your email, and you can become a free member of my organization. You can get weekly free email newsletters. For those of you already been a part of our so-called membership of our organization over the years, so you've been enjoying our weekly free real estate education and opportunities investment wise all over the country, including Texas and what have you. All right, so without further ado, the reason why I'm promoting San Antonio right now, because Austin, Texas, which is 1 hour to the north, have seen exploding growth, right? So we are still promoting Austin we have been over the years, and our investors that purchased in Austin 12 months ago and prior, you guys are make some killer money. So your wealth has grown tremendously in your Austin properties. But in the past 18 months, Austin, as you may know, the housing prices have increased 20, 30, 40% in just within the past 2 years. If you bought in Austin as an investor like 4 or 5 years ago, I could make the argument that your property have probably doubled in value. So okay, I'm not going to go over too much about Austin because you can enter my website, and you'll know we have done a lot of videos on Austin already. Anyway, so the median price in Austin, which is crazy, right? The median price in Austin is around $500,000. I mean, depending on what area, right? So I mean, soon to be $600,000. $600,000 the median price of a home around in the the Austin proper, within 10 to 15-mile radius of Austin. Of course, the suburbs of Austin, the prices are cheaper, but still, I mean, it's amazing, right? There are many homes in Austin right now are selling for $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. It's amazing as I look back in the past 2 or 3 years how fast Austin has grown. So I'm not going to talk about correction, bubble, whatever. That's for another day, another presentation, another video, but I don't think so because the demand for homes have exceeded supply. So let's think about it, okay? High tech is taking over Austin, obviously, and 1 hour away below Austin, San Antonio, the median price is barely 300,000. We're talking a tremendous price disparity between Austin and San Antonio. 1 hour down the freeway, I-35, sits San Antonio, okay, where the median price is only 300 grand. So what I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to tell you that uh, San Antonio will be the recipient of all the redirection of buyers and investors that are coming down to San Antonio because Austin is becoming absolutely unaffordable right now, right? So I predict based on all the vast research and due diligence and myself and my team has done that the migration into San Antonio, not only from Austin, but from all over the US for that matter, in California, New York, it really does not matter. We can see a tremendous influx of job growth, population growth coming into San Antonio. So when people initially, for example, let me give you one quick example. People still want to buy in Austin, they can't buy because it's become unaffordable. Come down the pipe, come down the freeway, 1 hour into San Antonio, you're buying a house for half the price. Okay, this is mind-boggling. So this is the front end of a growth in San Antonio, continued growth, right? So you buy in the front end and you can reap the benefit. You lock into today's record interest rate, right? And you lock into the price and what have you. All right, so I only have 5 more minutes to present this. All right, so here it is. This is the front end. This is the beginning of a massive growth here in the San Antonio market. The kind of property that we're promoting is just so amazing. We're promoting new constructions, new builds, almost completed within 2 to 3 months of completion. These new homes located in a very good neighborhood. We have several locations where we have new constructions for investors to buy. There's no limitation, right, from the builder, where you can buy something in the low 200s. This is mind-boggling. And these new builds, quote unquote, escape the lumber price skyrocketing cost, right? So other builders in other part of the Texas or Florida or in other part of the U.S., the builders are delaying constructing because of the high lumber costs, high construction costs, not just lumber. So they are pausing construction. But in this market in San Antonio, most of the construction is almost done. I mean, the builders in this market does not have to increase their price. They already finished all the foundation, all the everything. So it's ready to be completed. Is that amazing? So therefore, and the investors can do this, right? And we're talking 200. In this case, you're buying a new construction in the best neighborhood, excellent rental market. Typically, you will see 20 or 30 rental applications for one property. All right? You understand what I'm saying? There are so many renters out there. There's a bidding war for renters that are trying to rent single family homes. Those renters making good money, they can't, there's no inventory available for them to buy, so they have to relegate it to renting at least for a while. So the rental market in San Antonio always has been good because you have the 3 major military bases here, right? Always going to be here, right? Fort Sam Houston, my duty station back then. And then you have Randolph Air Force Base in northeast part of the San Antonio. And then you have Lackland Air Force Base, the Air Force basic trainees, plus all the other industry, great job growth great population growth in San Antonio. What more do you want? And also, typically, record low inventory, record low interest rate, huge demand from owner occupied buyers here in San Antonio, and huge demand from investors from all over the country and all over the world that want to target this market. So you, as an investor, get their first opportunity to buy in the front end of this growth, right? So you're getting the opportunity to bid on to buy these brand new homes before it gets saturated for the foreseeable future, right? You got the best pricing, the best interest rate, the best cash flow possible, and then the potential appreciation in this market. And just my prediction, I don't have a crystal ball. In the next few years, it'll be double-digit appreciation on your property. Double-digit appreciation, more than 10% appreciation. That's my prediction. Okay, don't quote me on it. Okay, I don't have a crystal ball, but based on the trends of what's going on, based on the influx of people moving from Austin into San Antonio, right? I mean, this is the best kept secret for the time being. So that's the bottom line. All right, that's all I need to say. All right, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But pull the trigger because the the demand in this central market far exceed the lack of supply. There are still some ample amount of new constructions available for you as investors, but I don't know how much longer, right? So pull the trigger now, and then you will get the cash flow now and plus appreciation. What more do you want? And invest for the long term, right? So we have property management, everything in place. Is a whole turnkey one-stop shop situation, all right? So if you're interested, of course, contact myself or just sign in up for my newsletters into my website, and you will receive weekly newsletter updates through your email inbox. All right, so let me conclude this by let me just show you one simple residential investment pro forma, right? Cash flow analysis. It's just a projection, but the numbers all make sense. Single family home, new construction in the best area in San Antonio. The price, this is a low end, the price are like 212 to 250,000, right? In this case, this is the low end pricing, 212,000, and the rental range is from 15 to 1600. So 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Again, we will be ready in 2 or 3 months. You just sign the lot. You pick a property, for example, then you sign the lot contract. You lock in on a price. You pay your earnest deposit. I'm not sure exactly how much. Not that much. So here, the details: monthly rent and so forth. You put down 25% down payment at 3.7% interest rate, which is amazing historic rate still, right? So you run the numbers. I know the property taxes are fairly high, but the property tax is just one component of the cash flow analysis. At the end of the day, you will achieve positive cash flow. What more do you want, right? This is a no-brainer. So let me conclude this by saying that your down payment total about is 53,000. Then you minus your taxes, insurance, property management fee, your very small HOA. Then we even factor in the annual maintenance costs. I know new construction, you have a 1-year warranty. Then you have a 5-year, foundation, 10-year roof warranty. So, your maintenance is very, very low on any kind of new build. So, so all the numbers has been totally factored in, right? We on this very realistic pro forma cash flow analysis. So at the end of the day, you buy the property, that cash flow, good cash on cash return, what have you, interest rate projections. So at the end of the day, you will achieve almost $200 of monthly cash flow, but it's all about equity appreciation. So the appreciation has to go because the influx of people coming down to San Antonio, not only from Austin area, from all over Texas, from California, from New York, from New Jersey, from the Midwest, people are converging in this Central Texas market, which is going to be amazing. You're always going to find a renter. There are more renters than ever in history because a lot of people for whatever reason making good money, they can't buy because there's not enough houses to buy. We all heard that, low inventory, a tremendous amount of demand. So it's a great situation. All right, so that's all I have to say. Right, that's really nothing more. Very very simple process. Okay, so if you can buy one or more properties, that'd be great. It'll be a great long term buy and hold for your situation. All right, so that's pretty much I have to say. So really, thank you for attending. And this is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and look forward to working with all of you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.